Oops, bring it back. Yeah. Bring it up here. All right. Hello, welcome back to Marvel Puzzle Quest with me, PiMacleod. We're here on day 4205, and as you can see, it is broken. You're welcome. No, I mean, they just don't have anything planned for a bit. No upcoming preview. Don't worry, I already let them know, but yeah, your guess is as good as mine. What's coming up next? Whatever. What are we here for today? Well, we're just gonna wave goodbye in a nice violent way to the Golden Gauntlet. I'm pretty sure you all have it figured out by now. Golden Gauntlet is not a hard boss event. It's not the easiest, but it's not that hard, especially with this boost list. They basically took all the ladies, and I mean everyone that fits, okay, and boosted them for this event. And if you've been following or paying any attention for a while, you know that some of them are, well, some of the best characters in the game, easily. And not just a few, a lot. You know, we could talk about Okoye and Golden Oldie, obviously, by the boss itself. Mighty Thor. I mean, right there's a couple. And don't forget Polaris. You know, like, there's a lot. So, but let's dive into it by just, I don't know, kind of slapping around a little bit without all the meta stuff. We don't really play that way, because if you're using meta stuff, then you don't need to be here, right? We're gonna play around with some other lesser known MPQ characters. Click here, and here we go. We got a whole set of nodes ready to go. Haven't touched them yet. Saved it for this moment. Let's mess around. We got a level 400 Ant May just sitting here. That's no big deal, right? We can go against this. If you have to remember anything about her, she has a passive that basically says, hey, if you match a yellow, she just passively hits you for some damage. If she matches a yellow, she heals a little bit for it. But honestly, it's not that big of a deal if your characters are leveled up enough, or if they're not leveled up that much. There are supports and other ways to prevent some of that damage, you know, mitigate what's coming in. You could get around things a little bit. Hey, Matt, how's it going? So, what do we want to play with first? Let's take off these boosts. You don't need them. I was messing around in PvP. Don't mind me. Just cleaning up the house. Let's take off some of the 5s and find someone to, like, you know, someone lower to mess around with a little bit. Well, there's an easy one you can play with right there. America Chavez. I mean, you could use her to kind of bust some skulls easily. Another one that goes right there with her would be Ghost, a nice bruiser type. Someone that could just get in there and just mop the floor with them hand to hand, right? We could roll with someone like, I hate to say it, but even Nomura is pretty decent when she gets her passive boost rolling. It relies on blue tiles being out there, but we can make that work. I think out of all these, let's just go with good old classic America Chavez. She's featured often enough in the game. They give out plenty of her character or her covers from time to time. You should have one laying around in your roster somewhere ready to use. Hey Mark, how's it going, bud? Good to see you. If we want to, let's see, boost up America Chavez at all. By the way, if you didn't notice, I put her at 535. If you're using her as your main tank, I suggest that. If you're using her just to create crits, I suggest moving her red down to 3 and the other 2 up to 5, because then she becomes your crit and AP generator. You're not relying on her for damage output at that point. So America Chavez, we have her as our tank this time around. Let's go over here. We don't have to use anyone else specifically. Only the middle one has to be a lady of some sort. Okay? And I do mean of any sort, really. Because, like, you know, it doesn't matter what they are. If I want to scroll on down, where's the end of the list? There was someone here. Devpool counts because Devpool has any affiliations according to their passive. Funny, right? There was another one. Where was it at? I thought for some reason, yeah, there it is. Bessie counts. Even though it's not highlighted, Bessie counts. Look at the level 79 Bessie I have here in front of Coulson. Because, well, Coulson's kind of, you know, agent, AG is like the beginning of the alphabet here. Nope. Bessie is the last of the women of Marvel in my alphabet, in my my list of characters ready to go. It's kind of funny. Anyways, I digress. I'm sorry. I thought it was funny. All right, let's get someone to help America Chavez do what she does best. We just need someone to kind of help boost what she does, right? I feel like if you're going to do something like that, you probably want maybe someone to feed more AP into the machine, because really she does more damage when more AP is given. So someone to maybe steal AP, maybe to help make cascades. It could be any one of the, you know, certain ladies could help out with this, but honestly, I think we should just kind of open up the gates to other options. We don't have to stick with the ladies for this one. I think cascades would be fun. So let's try out main for main event Hulk. Every turn random matches get made, like it just swaps the tiles around at random, right? And that means more potential damage output because you'll be getting more AP potentially. Yeah, Devpool definitely, Matt. I think it's really funny that works for that. I do. One more character, someone else to help gain AP passively or help shake up the board here and there. Could use. I try not to spend AP. Do you understand what I'm going for here? Because if I spend it, then we're not keeping it. So try and do some sort of passive, just keep it and let America Chavez soak it in, right? Gotta let her shine. This is an event for her. Well, for the ladies. There's plenty of other characters I want to mess around with, but I'm passing them by. I'm being good. Showing restraint. I don't want to fall by the wayside here. I'm almost looking at Dupe there. Dupe has some passives, but I don't know if they would help so much. They're more like damage mitigators. I mean, maybe. I guess we could use Rogue in that sense though, because Rogue would be a nice damage mitigator. Could almost use Dark Veil, because if someone threatens you at all, Dark Veil can help get you out of trouble. It's not a bad thing. Could use Hood as well, though, just to soak up more AP. I think maybe, you know, honestly, that might not be a bad idea for Hood. I think I might have sold myself on Hood. Just, I want the AP now, right? So, yeah, I feel like that's a good enough one right there. Dormammu's Aid, stealing AP, you know, one of that color per turn, and it targets all the colors. You could get one of each if your colors are spread right, but let's go into here. Let's put on, what, Fantasticar, because we want more AP generated, which means more cascades. And for the first 4 turns, she'll get random swaps for making those matches. And Hood, let's give Hood... Doesn't a Scroll Illuminati give AP generation on those traps? Deals damage. Whenever an ally matches scroll enemy trap with a tile, the match generates 1+1 AP. And the match and trap deal team damage instead. Oh, that's kind of cool. So yeah, let's go with that, just for funsies. And finally, let's throw on some AP boost. Why throw on the AP boost? Because you'll start with more damage for Chavez. The more you have on hand, the more she does. If you don't remember, it's because Punch Everyone says her match damage is increased by 30% for each AP she has in that color. So we're trying to boost that up. Okay, let's get into it. 1, 2, 3, go. What's up, Mark? I'm sorry I missed that. I have 19 or 20 characters that need to be leveled up, but low on shards to level up. Okay, hear that? Use 4-star Jugs with America Chavez. Yeah, I could see that, but of course, Jugs, if Jugs is tanking, then he gets his collateral damage out of it. If America Chavez is tanking, you're not getting Jugs collateral damage. So, I mean, there's kind of pros and cons there. I guess no matter who's tanking, you're getting a bonus, but yeah. How long since you willingly used Hood? Oh, that's a great question. Willingly? Do you see the math around my head right now? It's like the... it's been a long time. Dang. At least a year probably, right? I'm thinking? Wow. That's a great question. Okay, let's see. Let's start off with a nice green into blue combo. Oh, the blue didn't hit because Fantasticar moved it out of the way. That's one of the bad problems about Fantasticar. I guess we'll just get some of that red. No, we got the green to black combo right there. I'm trying not to match some of those yellows because I know that damage is there, but that match 4 is just too potent. I kind of have to do it. See, it took 1400 damage, and that's not that much in the grand scheme of things. She can handle that. Although that crit is not nice. She's just taking this though. Just this 4 stars just giving her the business. Just throwing hands. Let's just end her off. Hood was just giving me AP, which is making her stronger. Main event Hulk was just making random swaps, which is making more matches, making Chavez go wild. I mean, easy enough, right? Just let her cook. Okay, let's see how that works on one of these nodes, though. We'll put her on a wave node. So, here we go again. I'm going to heal her up, give her a fair shot, keep the boosts rolling. We'll just keep this all as it is. I don't think I need the gamma rays on him then if Chavez is going to do all the hitting. I don't think we need gamma rays then. Let's probably change that up, right? Maybe something else, just maybe to feed some AP, maybe block some power damage in the beginning. I think Atlantis might help with that. Powers deal extra damage, which okay, whatever, but 80% chance for 6 green AP. Supported characters' damage from enemy powers is reduced by a good amount. We'll do that. It'll keep main event Hulk safe for a little while. That could work. Okay, let's roll. That good old math meme, right? What about Karnak? If you're talking about with America Chavez, I think Karnak and America Chavez are really good together. America Chavez could start off stronger than Karnak because she's getting damage boosts right off the rip. But after turn 4, Karnak goes beast mode and starts creates those crits automatically, passively, and then his match damage is boosted by such a large amount that America Chavez probably isn't catching up with him. So it's not a bad idea because you start strong and then after 4 turns you finish strong. It's almost like a lot of overlap, but it's not bad. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a lot of crit and match damage generation on both ends of the equation. Nothing wrong there. I will start off the fight with... Do I do the black into the green? Oh, actually, you know what? I want the yellow into the red. That's why I stared at that other one a little longer. I saw something there. Bye, Storm. We don't want them stealing the AP away from us, so let's get rid of these two sneaky girls first, right? They make traps, they steal AP. We don't like that. It's not cool. It's very immature of them. Note, Fantasticar only does its little magic swappy deal for the first 4 turns. So as much as I want to use this crit tile right there in the bottom right, using it means I'd be using it with main event Hulk, and that means I'm not using Fantasticar's wonderful privilege of making random swaps. You might think it's worth it because I'm using the crit, but I only have so much Fantasticar time to abuse. So I kind of want to make something with America Chavez's symbols on it, which are the little stars. So I'm going to match this green. And it didn't even make a good match for me, but still, I got to try. You always got to try. I'm thinking I'd take that match 4, right? That's 6,000 damage just because she's got some AP. We're making these crits randomly too, which is nice. Do I make it with the yellow? If I make it with... Ooh, it's tempting in multiple ways. I think I'll take it like... Oof, I'll do it like that. My yellow will be up to 10 then. Okay, she's her own best friend, blah, blah, blah. We need to get rid of that countdown right there, I believe. That blue one. The blue one. The black one. I can see. Don't worry about me. My eyes work. I swear. Now, if I remember correctly, her diamond form means she takes only like 0 to 1 damage. Oh no, her match damage is increased by 50%. She takes 100% reduced match damage. Okay, so she can still take power damage. That's a Scrolluminati trap tile. So I can match that and that'll do damage to her. Right? I don't see why not. A little bit. Not as much as I wanted, but still. That's okay. That thing's gonna wear off in a minute. We're just gonna build some AP and go Super Saiyan on her in a second. There it goes. Okay, we got some more ladies to go on through. Guess we'll roll with... Let's see, we got 23 green right now. So how much do you think this is gonna do? I didn't know 7,600 was it, but here we are. It is tempting to fire off that gamma power bomb, but we'll wait till we get to the end. And it's okay, we're past round 4. I could use a different tile now. Okay, Peggy's here. I like the Dormammu's Aid as well. We're getting some good AP generation all around. Take that one. Okay, that's a lot of damage. That's a dead Peggy. How dare you come on in here. Now we got double moonstones. Cheating game. They can use 2 of the same character, but we can't? Yeah, of course, right? I mean, yeah, yada, 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 something multiverse, right? Give me that green. Now we're at max green damage. I don't remember if it gives us the damage number on her ahead of time. 324. I don't think it does. Yeah, I don't think that's Correct. So like if I do this, yeah, that's a dead moonstone. I think we should do the power bomb. I feel like that's, oh dang. She almost got power bombed already. Poor her. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was damage right there. America Chavez works. We already knew that, right? We knew that. You don't need to roll through with some 5 stars. This works just easily enough. Let's do someone else. We did something with pure match damage. Let's go with another gimmick. 4-star. Ooh. Emma Frost would be a tall order, wouldn't it? Maybe we could roll with that. It's something. I feel like there's some that are more viable, more obvious, but at the same time, like a little left field. Maybe like Jubilee. Maybe like, I don't know if Captain Marvel's still left field, but people don't use her as much as they used to. We could use Captain Marvel though. Could be fun. Maybe we should go with an old Captain Marvel build. People probably haven't seen that build in a long time. Do you know what I'm talking about? Maybe you do. I think we should try it out. Let's go. Think about it. If I go down to... I think we have to type it in to get it quicker. Wasp. Let's put in Wasp. Bear with me. And then we'll go over here. And I could throw in Rocket, or I could throw in Dakin. And I feel like Dakin would be more fun. We don't really see that often. I mean, there's more options than that, but let's throw with the Dakin. Let's go in there. Oh yeah, we have different flavors of Dakin too. That's true. I mean, let's get a 3-star version, right? Which is ascended to 4, but you know, don't get mad at me for that. Okay, since Dakin is the one making the strike tiles, you wouldn't mind if I went over here and just said, oh, we'll put the low-level AI on him, right? This helps it so we could create a strike tile every turn. But if we match a strike tile, a friendly one, mind you, the power from it, the amount of power, can still get transferred to another strike tile of ours. So we don't really lose that power by matching it away. For you... I feel like we should put in the refreshment. It doesn't really matter who the refreshment cart goes on, does it? Should go on one of these 2 characters though. We want 1-turn countdowns. And this won't make it 1 turn, but it's more countdowns, and that's fun. No? That's probably it though, really, isn't it? She'll be doing most of our matches, so maybe we should put something on her that helps fortify the tiles. Maybe that's where we should be leaning forward. Like something like element guns. I only have them at 200, but chance of creating a decent strength attack tile, which could go with this actually. Yellow match damage up, whatever. Supporter character makes a match almost 62% chance to fortify a friendly special. I think we like that. Yeah, let's go with that, and then over here on Wasp, we'll put on refreshment card. So when we fire a power, we'll make a 3-turn countdown, does some healing, get some AP, but more importantly, what we're aiming for is Captain Marvel's yellow. Her passive says whenever a friendly countdown tile expires, improve 3 random friendly strike, attack, and protect tiles by over 2,000. Now, mind you, my Captain Marvel's maxed, okay, at 4, not ascended yet, but maxed at 4, okay? So that's a lot. But still, even if you don't have her maxed out, Captain Marvel's yellow passive is really well known for doing really good buffing when friendly countdowns expire, which is why we have Wasp on the team. Wasp has a blue. It's a passive that says at the start of the turn, if you have at least 6 blue AP, create a random 1-turn countdown that steals 2 AP Creates a lock swarm tile, blah, 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 blah. Point is, it's a 1-turn countdown. Every turn, you make one. And that 1-turn countdown, when it expires, it steals 2 AP, and then, of course, Marvel's going to do their thing. Of course, if the enemy matches away that countdown, they get a big ol' smack from this ability. But, hey, we win either way, right? And Dakin's just there to make us more strikes. We want, what, the blue? Let's boost the blue. And I think we're good from there. We just need to get 4 more blue AP. Let's go. Well, we can't pass up a match 5, can we? I mean, that's just blasphemy in this game. I mean, again, a match 5. We keep going like this. This will be not really the showing we wanted for this. Okay, 1 more. We got 8 blue now. It's okay, you can take blue now. We got 1-turn countdown. We have plenty of strikes out there. Here's a match 5. Now, of course, we don't want to use Dakin's blue. If you use Dakin's blue, A, you're using blue, which means Wasp can't do the passive thing. So don't do that. Also, B, by using Dakin's blue, you're eating up to 4 of your strikes away. Don't do that. Use a little self-control. Don't use Dakin's blue. What you can do if you wanted, you can use Captain Marvel's yellow to reduce a chosen friendly countdown to 0 if you want that sweet, sweet boost early. So let's go here, here. And of course, by doing so, we made a snack countdown from our refreshment cart. So these tiles now do, we're up to almost 7,000 damage from strikes. So we're just going to hit this. It's already showing its potential. She needs a little bit of healing. It's not going to be enough. It doesn't matter what we match right now. She's dead from the damage alone, right? We have over 7,000. So you're done. Easy showing, right? Let's do it on something a little bigger. Let's go on over to this wave node. Same thing. We don't even need to heal up. We're good. I think we're good. I hope we're good. Hey, there's a match 4 blue. That's perfect timing. Let's get it started. So now we have 6 blue. And that's a match 5 of red. Wow. Okay, so we're doing pretty decent already. Let's do this match to get that blue, just in case Mystique somehow steals us below 6, right? We don't want that to happen. Stealing some AP, buffing those tiles. We're up to 6,300 in the strike damage category already. If you're doing the math at home, you might realize by now that this is actually just as strong as America Chavez was after boosting her AP values up to the 30s amount. You get what I'm saying? As cool as America Chavez was, I didn't have to cast anything. I didn't have to do any math, right? This is already stronger by far. Look at that damage. Even though my Marvel is stunned right now, which she was the main thing doing anything worthwhile, I still have my strikes. Oops, wrong button. My strikes are doing 12,600. That's easy. That's more boosting. That means we're up to 18,000. So, yeah, we're just going to lay someone low right here. Oh, wow. We have 3 boosts? Am I seeing that right? We matched one of the strikes away, but low-level AI preserves that amount and puts it into another strike. So we're at 31,000 right now. Just a little bit ridiculous. So I should probably match this, you know, about 35,000. We'll match that black right there. So by the time the next set of the wave of enemies comes on up, this is going to be too strong to stop. Unless they do something like God Emperor Doom or something where we kill them and all of our strikes go away. But there's still nothing to say that I can't just recreate all this goodness. What are we at now? 48,000 in strikes. None of these people even have that much health. Just one tap. Bye. And that strike value is going to go into our other strikes. There goes Mystique. We could probably do something for fun now, right? We just like to cast this black over here, like right there for fun, right? And then we'll take this yellow. We'll make that one count down. There you go. That's another dead person. And the cascade killed him as well. Lots and lots of damage. America Chavez couldn't keep up with that. I mean, sure, she could start without having to cast anything, but it didn't take much, did it? Just 6 blue AP, and the Wasp just started helping Marvel roll that damage in. We haven't even abused a 5 yet. We haven't even touched a level 5. Don't need a 5-star character. Let's see, we did big brute match damage. We did strike-based damage, I guess we can call it, with Captain Marvel. What else could we roll with? Something else, something kitschy. Maybe something with like charge tiles, perhaps? Maybe? I mean, we could make use of Jubilee for that. We might need more X-Men to make that work, though, just because she needs X-Men to kind of keep the charge tiles rolling. So someone else in here that would work well with that could roll with Negasonic. She likes charge tiles, too. I feel like there's something better we could do with the charge tiles, though, instead of that much obvious. Does that make sense? I feel like there's something that's just a little better in there somewhere. Although I see a couple other good candidates for later on options. I could roll with Lady Thor. She's still really strong even to this day. You wouldn't know it by looking at some of their level differences here, but okay, I'd have to go up and like grab my actual Max Trap version wherever she is. Where did she go? There she is. That red is really good. It deals about 20,000 damage to the enemy, but like an additional 3,500 for each charge tile on the board. There's no max 10 or something like that. It just keeps rolling. You could have 20 charge tiles. It'll add them all up. It's kind of ridiculous, just a little. We could do this. My only fear is, will we get enough charge tiles out there to make this really work well? We could use Mighty Thor, we could use 5-star Storm, we could use other characters to make sure the charge tiles get out there, right? I kind of want to make it roll with this just to see, can we really do it right? I think for this one, this would be a good opportunity to go in here and use Krakoa. We'll get a little bit of yellow AP and green AP from starting out, just due to Jubilee and Negasonic's the strongest colors. And both of those colors are very useful for this team. So that'll be nice. For Negasonic, we can go in there. We'll double dip on the green, put on Atlantis. This will give us some starting green AP. Supported character's powers will deal more damage. She's also shielded a little bit from enemy powers as well. Let's roll with that. You could roll the opposite way. You could put Yarrow Root on her. That'll give her starting AP and let her heal more whenever time she's healed, because she does heal when she uses Resistor, which she does passively. So just another option for it. Okay, and then Thor. I'm kind of tempted to put on Omnipotent City, because that says basically your first match you make, you can get an extra dose of AP out of it. Usually around 3 more AP than normal, but up to a max of, you can't get more than 9 AP off your first match. But still, just getting a match out there and having it count as basically double is really nice. Stormbreaker's not too bad. Increase her damage and whatnot, but if you put it on her, at the start of the battle, there's a smaller chance to create 3 more red, green, or yellow tiles on the board. It's a smaller chance, though. At level 150, it's like 30% approximately. I don't know if that's exactly worth it. Yeah, it might... I might roll with that anyways, just to give it a shot. Is that or the Omni City? Omni City's not bad. It can create us some strike, protects, whatnots, but I don't even know if we really care about those so much. I mean, we do, but we don't. I'm not trying to, you know, feature that. You know what I'm saying? You know what? No. Let's just go with the Stormbreaker. It's nice and easy. Let's just roll with that. And we'll start out with some extra yellow and green AP. Try to get those rolling faster. Okay, let's go. So we have 2 X-Men on the team, so Jubilee's going to try to keep 2 charge tiles out there at the start of every turn, okay? We could have put another X-Men for 3, but Lady Thor does really good damage with charges, so we kind of we'll acquiesce and let Lady Thor join the group for that purpose. I'm sorry, what was that? So can we... I'm sorry, Mark, what was that? So can we go with Medusa and Polaris? No, Medusa and Polaris are really good together. We could roll with that if you wanted on another one. That's pretty strong. It's very strong. Negasonic Jubilee, 3-star Miles or 2-star Electro. Oh, I missed that, Mark. 3-star Miles would go pretty good. 2-star Electro would probably be even better, honestly. You could... I went off kilter, went for an oldie, 4-star Thor, but no, 2-star Electro is pretty solid. I wouldn't blame you for that one. Electro Charge, you're right, man. Electro Charge would have been really good, but I think we did Electro's charges last time as well, so I'm not too upset about going this route just to do a little road less traveled. With Golden oldie taking a lot of greens for a color you don't use, lady. I could roll with this green. Creates 3 charge tiles. Prioritizes enemy strike, protects, or attacks, but we don't have any of those. Deals some damage to enemy team. Or you can kind of gamble. Deal with it, deals damage to the enemy team as well, but makes a 6-turn countdown. And when you match or destroy it, you create a number of charge tiles equal to the counter left on the countdown tile. In other words, if you can destroy it earlier, you get more charge tiles out of it. I think we'll go with that because that'll help feed the entire crew. Also, firing off Resistor lets you swap 4 pairs of random basic tiles, which will help get rid of this tile, you know. For every 1 black, blue, or purple tile swapped, convert 1 random basic into a charge tile. So yes, please. Didn't seem like it did much. I think we had like a really uneventful swap there. That's okay. They can't all be winners. Some of this fight might be a little gamble. Okay, so we could do this for a nice little cascade. Right here, red into yellow, yellow. Okay, that Cosmic Wrath hurt. That's a nice team hitter. That's honestly the biggest reason anyone uses Golden Oldie is that Cosmic Wrath. We should totally swap some stuff around though. Still didn't really put anything in a good position. We kinda need to kill some of those Wrath tiles before they do anything stupid to us, don't we? We don't want her getting that blue either, so we have to go with that first. Oh, perfect. The deal with it is making cascades for us. Oh, that was really well done. That's one of the coolest things about using Negasonic is just the option for these cascades out of nowhere, but you can't plan for them, which is one of the reasons why no one likes to necessarily rely on her. You're relying on luck, and well, I mean, no one wants to do that. They just want to rely on the win. Let's get another one of these. Another deal with it. Ooh, do I take the yellow one? Do I take the purple one? I think I take the yellow one because it's only got 4 turns left on it, but leaving that crit out there for her is kind of dangerous. Don't worry, it's not that dangerous. There's a match. No, that match 4 purple won't be there in a minute. Oh well, taking it. Okay, we're getting there. Put Thor up front. Ouch. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're solid. Because now we can do a big old smite, and that'll bring her low. Now this team's going to work a little differently against actual enemies. Not a bad thing, really. But Thor likes going against these actual enemies because her stun will come into play. And her stun makes more charges, which makes her whole team happy. This will actually be more up their alley. Let's heal them up, because that kind of hurt him with that Cosmic Wrath. Let's get back into it. Wow, we got enough green to start off with this. So, let's hit him with it. Oh, and it's right there? We don't want to leave a match 4 for the enemy, so let's get a cascade that does the whole deal. Right here. Beautiful. We got our 6 extra charge tiles from that. We can fire off this resistor right away. More deal with it's going on. That's great. Get that into... That's a lot of extra going on here. We could do it again. Or we could fire this one off, but there's no enemy tiles to transform, so I think we're good with going back to the Negasonic pool. Give me that purple one. Oh, she broke it at 6. So that's 6 more charges out there for us. And this will be really nice. Choose 2 basic tiles. Convert the surrounding 3x3 blocks to yellow, green, or purple. Then deal 30,000 damage and stun 2 random enemies for 2 turns. I think that sounds like a winner. What do you think? I'm pretty sure as long as... No, someone's dying this turn. If you look at their health values in the upper right, someone's dying. So we'll just choose what? We want to note that they're going to change tiles to yellow, green, or purple. So you want to select blocks that have heavy values of red, blue, or black, right? So like maybe like right here. And maybe like right here. And the cascades will march on. I mean, I could do this again right now. You would think, why would you do that when you have them already stunned? Because it's 30,000 damage to both of them. Simple as that. Because I basically have the game in hand, and right now, why not finish it off, right? So click right here, and then what? I guess right here. Let's go. Oh, look at all that. All right. Go over here. We'll throw off this deal with it. We'll do a resistor. Just prolonging the inevitable, right? It's just they're done before they know it. I'll hit them with a reality crush for funsies because I have the AP to spend, and why not? There we go. Yeah, like I said, they do a lot better in regular fights than they do against a boss fight. Those three can be pretty potent together. All right, boss fight again. We did charge tiles, we did buffing strike tiles, we did regular good old brawler types. Mark asked earlier, like, so was I wrong about Medusa and Polaris? No, you're not. I think an example shall be made, and that's okay. No reason not to. Get old Medusa out there with her crown. Really, when it's Polaris that should be wearing the crown. Come on, am I right? And so now we have someone to duplicate tiles. We have someone to make some massive amounts of AP with it. I think at this point, if you remember, Medusa creates blue, purple, and green AP from matching enemy tiles. Now, this is assuming enemy tiles are out there, but you kind of don't want to like have wasted AP. So we know that Medusa can use the purple on her hair metal. Her hair metal lets you swap things around the board, right? Polaris can use the blue, which is really good for stunning and creating more strike tiles out there. Of course, some enemy ones get made too, so Medusa likes that. Which means we need to use for green. There's plenty of ways to abuse that. If I go, let's say 4, 3, 2, 1, I don't care. And just choose green, just flat out green, right? Who uses green AP and loves it? We could choose. I mean, we could choose Jean Grey. I didn't even think about that. Her green, if I remember correctly, let me quiz myself here, does team damage and creates some random strike attack projectiles out there. Let me see. Deals damage to enemy team and creates up to 4 random strike attack or projectiles. Nice. Okay, try it again. Let's go 4, 3, 2, 1. Green. I don't think I want to use Jean Grey for this. I feel like I need to use someone that actually could do more now, not waiting for 12 green to show up, right? We need tiles to fuel the machine. It doesn't have to be a lady. We could use someone else, but these are just the top of the boost list, right? I almost want to put Dazzler in. I mean, Dazzler isn't going to tank over anyone, which is kind of sad, but her survivor lets her basically, if she would take 5% or more damage for every 2 friendly strike, protect, or attack tiles on the board, remove 2 enemy strike, protect, or attack tiles, or countdown tiles as well, and stun the target for a turn. And that's for every 2. You can get multiple turn stuns out of this, mind you. And then empower 4 random friendly tiles by 20%. Then her green, of course, you know, does damage to the enemy team, plus damage for every friendly special tile. I probably will pump that up for this purpose since we'll be using it more often. Her red is really good though, to be quite honest. It's really good at making strikes. But I think for this purpose, let's pump this up. Let's go with Dazzler. It'd be fun, right? We haven't done Dazzler like this. Let's give it a shot. It could be fun. Polaris is queen of MPQ. This is not wrong. I'm not wrong, Matt. Storm Black makes strike tiles, I believe. 3-star and 1-star Storm both make attack tiles, Mark. Her, or unless you're talking about 5-star Storm, then that just destroys charge tiles, but for large team damage. So let's go with this. Polaris being who she is, we should probably put the low-level AI on her. Loves those strike tiles, right? Right? Gotta take care of them. Nurture them, feed them, wish them well. Medusa, I think for Medusa, we could put on maybe Chewy? Support a character makes a match chance to create an attack tile. Friendly powers fired, there's a chance to remove an enemy special. I don't know if we want to remove an enemy special though. It's kind of fun to use those to power up her her abilities, right? Maybe Lucky. Damage from powers is enemy powers is reduced. Friendly special tiles matched. Heal the character. I mean, more healing on Medusa. That's kind of ridiculous, but sure. When you make a match enemy team's strongest color, empower a friendly strike. Supporter characters, critical tile multiplier is up. Purple match damage goes up. Why not? This sounds good. Let's go with that. Hair metal, target strike, protects, and attacks. That's good. And yeah, I think we're good with this build. Dazzler, you probably want your pocket radio back, don't you? It increases her green and red match damage a lot, making sure that she can, well, do her survivor thing more often by tanking. I don't think we need any AP boosts. Let's roll with it. So we want to match any of the special tiles as often as we can. This is, instead of boosting like we did with Captain Marvel, trying to boost tile damage, this we're winning through making tons of tiles. It's kind of flooding the board to win. Let's go right here. I took my red. It's okay. I'll just make it down in the corner again. That's cool. Now we're going to match that purple because that's going to help us make more tiles. And then this will help us make more tiles. And we're going to keep our healing up. We're going to basically out-heal Golden Oldie. She's going to match yellows and heal herself, but we're not going to care. Let's match that red. We're improving a strike tile. That's good. Look at that attack tile strength. That's ridiculous. And survivor hit. So she's immune. She was immune to the stun, but she definitely took the hit. This will create 4 strike tiles with a good, decent strength. For every 3 additional red AP, create 3 more strike tiles. And then Polaris, do your thing right there. Multiply those. That's a little ridiculous, right? Right. Let's roll against an enemy team here and see how... Oh, this is perfect timing. Peggy Carter really loves that passive of making it so your powers cost more AP, and she hides behind it, and she should. But this was entirely passive, what we just did here. So I think we already have this in the bag. Oh, we get to start with that that already matchable. Let's go. They got rid of one of them, but that's okay. We'll get a match 5 right here. Golden Oldie, probably about the easiest of the boss fights. I mean, pretty close. I have to give that crown to Thanos, though. Thanos' come at me is ridiculously easy because he puts out the infinity gems on the board for you, the player, his enemy, to use. No other boss at MPQ is like, here I am, here's some help to kill me. To this day, I still don't know what they're thinking. Like, why would you do that? I feel like those should be there, like, if you hit them, he does a thing to you. If you touch his red gem, some big damage hits, right? If you touch the green gem, he creates crits or something on the board for himself. He should be doing something to punish you for touching his gems. But no, you get to touch the gems and somehow it does more, right, to kill him. It's really ridiculous and overkill, quite honestly. True enough, but don't see him often. Yeah, we don't see him often for that reason. They usually throw him out there for like fun times for the players. It's kind of like a treat for us when they do. Sometimes around anniversaries and whatnot. Sometimes. Let me get that green. We want Dazzle up front just in case they decide to do something silly to her. It wasn't enough though. Gotta hit me harder than that. Let's take that countdown. That's a lot of stuff going out there. Oh, Peggy Carter's gone, so don't have to worry about that passive anymore. We should get rid of Wanda as soon as we can now. which will be pretty soon if you look at that damage output. Can you say ridiculous? Let's get that nice little stun right there. And we'll put Dazzler right back in front, as if she's going to need to tank anything now. So if there's any question on if Polaris and Medusa were good together, there you have it. You could put almost anyone as their third and it'll work well. An easy get up and go to use is Carnage, because Carnage is green, destroys a bunch of smattering of tiles, and he does extra damage for each special tile you damage. Easy go-to. You could throw out Dupe as a third. Dupe can be molded with his abilities. You could train him to be like another Polaris. So you could basically have like Polaris and pseudo Polaris and Medusa. There's just a bunch of other ways to do it. Put in Kate Pride. Kate Pride has those passives that say, hey, I take all that special tiles you've been, the value of the special tiles you've been matching away, and store them in this stockpile. Then after like a 2-turn countdown goes off, she just lets that all rip on the enemy, that entire stockpile value. There's plenty of ways to go about it. Polaris and Medusa can work with a lot of people. Let's get back into it. We did flooding the board with special tiles now. We did buffing strike tiles. We did charge tiles, and we did straight up match damage with America Chavez. So let's get another theme rolling, right? Something else. Well, how else can we kill Golden Oldie? It's okay, Mark. We're all good, buddy. Against the Thanos boss, you use 4-star Doc. I mean, you could. It would remove the gems, but I don't know if you do. I might have to play around with that next time I see Thanos, but I don't think that would trigger the gems. I think that it says you have to match the gems to get their effect out of them. But yeah. Hey, Dark, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah. Okay. We're going to do another way of killing Golden Oldie. We did charges. We did this. We did that. Let's go. Ooh, I know someone we can use. Because we need to just use someone in the middle. Some lady, women, something of Marvel, right? Put them right in the middle to get this working, right? So let's go with... You're around here somewhere. Silk. I got Silk in her web jammas. Now this means we're going with web options, right? So maybe you have more web heads in your roster than other people and you want to use a web theme to get rid of them. We gotcha. Let's go and let's grab some other web heads. If you don't know already, 2099 is beautiful for webbing up the competition. Put in Spider-Man 2099. Not Ghost Rider 2099, Spider-Man 2099. I keep forgetting we have two 2099s in the game. Then over here, you can go with a couple different ones. You could go with Miles Morales. Miles is 4-star Miles. This is would be really good for making AP out of webs. You can make purple, red, and blue AP every time a web is matched by you or the enemy. Not a bad way to go. You could go with I'm stuck on the name right now. It's kind of killing me inside. I know this is not the one I was thinking, but we'll skip ahead to him. India, Spider-Man India is really good for the green nuke he basically has. You make some webs on the board, and that green just hits the entire team for a ton of damage depending on webs you have out on the board. What was my other one I was going to use? Oh, that's right. I figured it out now. Gwen, Spider-Gwen. In case maybe you're not having the easiest time with the bosses, you could put in 4-star Spider-Gwen. Her passive basically stating that when you or an enemy matches a web, you get a bunch of passive healing for your team. So it really just depends on which way you're leaning right now. Do you need more webs for damage? Do you need more AP to do stuff to the enemies? Or do you need some more healing to stay alive longer? There's different spiders for different situations. For me, in this purpose, I'm going to go with India because honestly, you can't get enough of the traps he makes to make more webs on the board, and the green nuke is quite crazy of his. Because Silk is boosted, I'm going to give her the Totem Dagger, which states that in the first 2 turns it just automatically creates a free web each turn, and when web tiles are created, you deal damage to a random target equal to 3% of their max health. This obviously is going to happen often with the way the other 2 teammates we have out there making webs. Of course, rank 3 says when 1 or more webs are destroyed, the supporter character is also burst healed for an amount of their max health. It's all good. You really love Totem Dagger if you're using web heads. Side note, Totem Dagger is really good against Chasm as well. If you have to fight against Chasm in PvP often, please put on your Totem Dagger. It basically punishes him for doing his stuff. Okay, and then 2099, let's go over here. We could put on a few different things. I'm trying to think of what would be a best case scenario though. I might put on SPDR just to get more yellow AP because Silk can use that yellow to make some webs to do some extra fun, right? That's not a bad way to roll. I could just put on the Taskmaster Sword. Supporter character's powers deal additional 1451 damage to enemies, and he does damage anytime a hero matches a yellow, blue, or black. Thankfully, all 3 characters on this team are considered heroes, so that's not a bad way to go either. Matter of fact, I think we will. That's a pretty good way to roll with it. See? Whenever a friendly hero makes a blue, black, or yellow match, create 3 green, purple, or red web tiles and deal damage. Good stuff. Let's just roll with this. I think this is good. I already have some web shooters on India because, you know, it works. I think we're good. I'm sorry, Dark. I missed that. Gwen or Silk? Oh, yeah. Probably when I was looking for who I was thinking of. Well, Silk's going to be in the middle, obviously. Gwen was the other one I was thinking of on the left for healing. Blowing up the stones do nothing. You have to match them for their effect. Thank you, Dark, for backing me up on that. Learned that the hard way with taking Jane into a fight. Yeah, 5-star Mighty Thor ruins the Infinity Stones on the come and get me Thanos fight. India, Matt said. Yes, well, yeah, we're going with India. Definitely. Totally India. Okay, come here, Golden Oldie. We got to do something. We want what? I think we'll take that black that has a trap on it already because that means extra webs. Mandala web and Harbinger of Heroes. We're already doing all that web damage. We already did a decent amount of damage off that. Do I just match the green and purple thing there? I mean, I feel like that's kind of a gimme. Although I could just leave the match 4 for Golden Oldie because she's not going to use it. I feel like that's the better play. Give me that blue. Let her have the match 4 purple. She won't use it. Oh, and then she gets the yellow. But still, she's already hurting. Like, she's not going to survive much longer already. That's a lot of damage. Thanks to Totem Dagger. Thanks to the Harbinger of Heroes stuff going on. Choose Strike, Attack, Protect. Create some tiles of the chosen type and convert 5 random tiles to fortify webs. So this will trigger Totem Dagger because of creating webs. This will trigger well, actually it'll increase the damage on it with the strike tiles that go out too. Yeah, actually all of the above. Let's make strike tiles. Yeah, that worked. So we'll make that yellow match for the win. That was actually pretty easy. Pretty quick too. Do you remember how we started this off with America Chavez and main event Hulk and the Hood, and we just boosted the heck out of Chavez, and she took the longest out of everyone so far? Every other fight has been quicker and quicker and quicker. I'm not trying to say Chavez is bad. She's not. It's just kind of slower by comparison when you think of all the other things you could do. There's enough webs? I don't know. Maybe there wasn't enough webs, Matt. We could have used more webs. Let's roll with. Well, it's kind of tough to see who to go against. I think I'd kill Honey Badger first out of these three. It's kind of rough. Electra could be deadly too, but let's just roll with it. When matched or destroyed, create 3. I just want to make sure I did it on destroying. Yes, please. Mandala Web, Harbinger, Mandala. Beautiful. And of course, Silk does that whole passive thing where I didn't say that earlier, just in case you didn't catch it. Silk does this whole passive thing. At the start of the turn, if there are 3 or more webs on the board, you destroy 2 of them and deal a decent amount of damage, honestly. Just passively done. So this is why we wanted to create more webs. I don't know if I did explain that, and I apologize if it wasn't clear. More webs, please. Look at all this. Now, I could just stun someone and say, hey, we don't want to deal with you anymore. But I feel like we just put out the strike tiles. That's kind of more fun. But they are close to Electra firing off that I steal your strike tile shenanigans. So maybe we should just stun her to start. Stun her. We don't want her doing this stuff, right? Put it over like right there, right? Yeah. Go back to Gabby. And there we go. Don't overwrite my stuff. That's rude. I don't want to take the green, but I might take the green just to get rid of that strike. I think I will. They don't need that strike hanging around. Go ahead, do that. That's a lot of Mandala Web. Oh, wow. I just need a little more green, and it's going to get crazy stupid with the damage in here. Just a little more green. Get rid of that. They don't want to give me the green. That's what they're afraid. Like, no, we can't let them have that much power. There's the green. Let's go with that. First, I could cast this black though. Creates 3 fortified web tiles and 4 strength, strike tiles. Then deal 3 blows of 2,467. Why not? Boom. There we go. Give me that. Give me that. Infiltration. You didn't have much to swap around. There was no basic tiles out there, were there, Mystique? Okay, so let's see how strong this bracelet roundabout is. You see that? Deal damage to the enemy team for each web tile on the board, plus 25% for each time he's reduced damage from Chai Break. Hasn't happened yet. 84,000 damage to the enemy team. I think we win. Just maybe. Sorry, Dark. What was that? Did you already do the node with runaway? With the pet raptor? Oh, you mean Gertrude? Can't remember her name, but for a weaker roster, she could be a big problem at her level. Yeah, we can go against Gertrude if you want. I mean, it's gonna happen, I think. We didn't kill her already, did we? I'm not sure. Nope, we had to have. We had to have. It's already gone. It's gone. I'm sorry, but yeah, the web heads worked. Was she in here? We had that was against Peggy. This was a wave node. Storm was in that one. Obviously, that was Mystique and Honey Badger and Electra. This is another wave one. Just a bunch of waves. That one had 2 Moonstones in it. And this one has Captain Marvel, Black Widow, and Moonstone as well. Yeah, I didn't see a Gertrude one on this one. Sorry, bud. Okay, one more final boss hit to do, because why not? I guess we should probably... We only get one more fight, so... Anything left field? Super left field? I know if John were here, he'd probably tell me to do all the animals. You can't rely on stun, because Golden Oldie can't be stunned. She was part of a second wave. Just curious what you came up with. Part of the second wave? Yeah, I don't remember seeing her pop up. But for Gertrude, really, we just... well, I should say for each of these nodes, these teams didn't really back down. America Chavez just kind of match damaged her way through everything in the beginning. That was one of the first ones we went through with the wave node. And then the other wave node, it was Captain Marvel with Wasp and Dakin. And we basically did that same old trick where we used the Wasp's one-turn countdowns to keep empowering the strikes that were out there. And we got up to, what was it, like 50,000 strike damage near the end. So nothing was surviving. I don't really know what else to state about it. Gertrude didn't really... I don't even think Gertrude popped up. But if she did, she wasn't alive for longer than a turn. Was that countdowns or repeaters, Matt says? I mean, yeah, I'm thinking that might be a cool way to go. You just have to find someone that relies on that. I mean, it's just one Golden Oldie hit is all we get here. I would almost throw in Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur because those dance tiles do some cool stuff. But I don't think that's really the point of her. I mean, it does do countdowns. I don't know if Angela... I mean, Angela has a countdown in there, but again, she does a lot of damage without that countdown. Oh, there was someone I wanted to use. Let me roll over here. Where are you at? I didn't pass her up already, did I? There, I was thinking of doing this. A little bit of Captain Britain. Some projectile nonsense, right? Because there's a whole thing you can do with projectiles with her. Yeah, so other turn, create a strength, red projectile up to the number of mutants on your team. So, I mean, it's kind of cool. But there is a... For every 3 AP you have amongst Captain Britain's strongest colors, red, yellow, purple, increase the base match damage of her strongest colors by 130%. And that's for every 3 AP you have amongst those colors, okay? So if you have 3 in red and 3 in yellow and 3 in purple, that's 130 and 130 and 130%, okay? So it's going to keep going up for every 3 you have. You could have it 6, 6, 6, and that's a lot more, right? She deals 75% bonus ability damage, max of 780% base match damage, and 450% ability damage. So basically the whole idea here is to obviously create projectiles to help her with her other abilities, but gain AP in red, yellow, and purple. It seems like it's a match damage based thing, but friendly projectiles gain 65% bonus strength while Captain Britain is in the front. Also applies to her ability. Wait, hold up. That bonus also applies to her abilities. It's kind of ridiculous. There was something here in this yellow. I swear there was. There it is. Unlock, activate, and remove any raised shield tiles and create a 3-turn raised shield countdown that deals damage equal to the total strength of friendly projectiles for each hit allies take while this tile is on the board. So every time you take hits, this raised shield is kind of absorbing that, right? You're still taking damage, but when the tile expires, it deals damage equal to the soul strength of your projectiles. Kind of like how strong is your shield, and she smites them back with it. Bam. Okay? So yeah, you kind of want to like a whole thing with that, but it's different. It's a different build type. It's protect based, and you want to have the yellow to cast to keep her up to do that. Anyways, I'm sorry. What was that over there? I'm almost certain it was during this reset because I did some more nodes for my Devil Dino quest. I remember first wave was Goons, and next she showed up with 2 characters, and I had to prioritize her because of her revenge passive. Yes, that revenge passive is big. Like I said, just curious as I know you don't rely on 5s. Yeah, I wish I could remember which one it was, but it was the 2 waves. It was either America Chavez, Main Event Hulk, and and Hood of all people. Go fig. Or Captain Marvel, Wasp, and Dakin. Those were the 2 teams we went through the wave nodes with, and neither of them really had any problems. And if I had to guess, I would want to say it was Captain Marvel that went through it, because I think at the end America Chavez was I think she killed more goons. I think the second wave had more goons to it, and she just kind of like waded through the bodies in the end there. I don't remember there being any issue. It just kind of walked through crit after crit. I'm sorry, what was that? Oldie would probably die before they go off. This is true. Hey, John. Good to see you over here, man. Let's go with this. Let's try some Protect Red, Yellow, Purple Madness. If we want projectiles, and we want to create a good amount of them, I mean, we could throw in, what, 2-star Bullseye. Could throw in Bishop, but he'd have to stay in front, and that isn't easy to do. I don't feel like that would be a good fit. We could throw in like a Luke Cage, but honestly, I wouldn't. No, not really. Oh wow, Matt, you said Luke Cage. 3-star Luke Cage makes 1, but that's it. 4-star Luke Cage makes 1 every time the enemy fires a power, but the enemy, in this case, is Golden Oldie. She doesn't fire powers that often. She hits you with that red, but that red is so strong that it didn't really matter. If she fires it off twice, maybe 3 times, you're probably already dead. We need someone that hits protects a little more often. I mean, obviously you can throw out Beta Ray Bill, but if we're using a 5-star, then why are we relying on a 4-star for this ability? There's someone I'm missing, and I know I am. I'm trying to. Okay, 4-star She-Hulk wouldn't be bad if I remember correctly. Her not settlement. No, that's 3-star She-Hulk. Where's the 4-star one? Excuse me. Where did you go? She's around here somewhere. Well, 4-star She-Hulk has that countdown that starts out, and every time you get hit for X amount of damage or more, she puts out a projectile first before it hits you. So that'd be more protects on the board. There was someone else. I swear it was like on the 3-star level maybe that dealt with projectiles. And it's killing me. It's like a newer person. I want to say it was like maybe like Kane Parker or something like that. I don't know if that's 100% true though. It's bugging me. I don't know if it'll come to me when I see it or not, honestly. It's definitely not 3-star Jubilee. That's like more tactile based. Not magic. No. Actually, well, 4-star magic could create projectiles every time we fire off a power, but we'd have to fire more powers more often. So definitely not April Parker. What's that? Almost go with 2-star Bullseye then? Girl Spiders, April or May? Well, shoot, if you went May, May is a 5-star. And at that point, I don't think we need the help from Captain Britain. I mean, but yes, she would definitely be good at making projectiles. You're not wrong there. Yeah, Bullseye is probably the way to go. I feel like there was someone else though, and it's kind of disturbing me. Let me scroll down a bit. I want to say there was like someone newish that did these shenanigans. Wait a minute, can't I force the issue with multiple man? Hold up. Can't I force that? If you start with blue, you can make projectiles. I'd have to start with blue AP. And blue AP is nobody's strongest on this team for Krakoa's purposes. So that's not happening, is it? Nope. Nope, it is not. Dang it. Thought I had a moment there. Scroll down more. Red Guardian makes them when a passive is cast. Oh, not passive. When an active is cast, he makes them passively. But they only appear on yellow. Magic does it better, if we're being honest. No, not Blob. No, not Sentry. No, 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 no. I mean, obviously Bullseye. We'd match purples. We'd get him on purples. We might just have to stick with him. There's someone, though. And that's what's killing me, is I know it's out there. I was playing around with the idea recently. It didn't really fully germinate, if you want to call it that, but there was something there. Oh, wow. I forgot about Maximus. We could have totally messed around with Maximus this time, couldn't we? Oh, well. Another time. Look at a 3-star Falcon there for a minute there. 3-star Falcon's purple makes a lot of protects, but you have to get the purple to cast it. It's something, but no. Let me look at this guy real quick. Make sure there's nothing there that I missed. Nope. At the start of the turn, Kane Parker takes 180 damage and creates 1 Strength 67 projectile. That might have been what I was thinking of. You're just making a projectile every turn. That might have been it. I think that might have been it, honestly. But I don't know if that's really what we want for this. And plus I need to change the She-Hulk up too. Come on, She-Hulk. No, not you. Whatever. Red, blue, green. Thank you. You, because of heroic defense, right? While it's on the board, Allie would take more than 879 damage. Creates a 1005 strength projectile before damage is applied. Yes, please. We're going to do that. We're going to bring down Yeet? Sure, because we're going to use the red from Captain Britain, right? Right. What does this do when it's raised up? Create a strength. At the start of the turn, create a strength, blah, projectile up to the number of mutants on your team. Oh! That's kind of a big deal, too. Forgot about needing mutants for that. Maybe we don't want Kane for that purpose? I don't know. That's a... I don't know, but they're each creating their own projectiles, so it doesn't matter. Probably not. Yeah, I think we'll just have to keep this as is, because that's already doing pretty good here. We want the red to be stronger, and this purple, oof. That's rough. I think we're going to just keep it like that. We need that yellow cast as soon as possible, so let's give her the SPDR so we can get her more chance at yellow. This is like a 5 AP start, right? Kane, you're making protects at the start. I'm sorry, what was that? Does New Daredevil do anything? Does strike tiles. New Daredevil makes strike tiles and yellow ones at that every time a friendly power is fired. And also his yellow is a really good 2-person, 3-turn stun for 8 AP. Sorry, what's that? Hey, John, how's it going? Good to see you. Stumping me, yes. Searching ability description. I could search ability description for projectiles. I don't know why I have not done this, but yeah, you suggested a spider. Wrong gender, but still. This is true. You did, John. 4-star magic, but you need cheap powers to keep a trade. Exactly. That's the reason why I've kind of stayed away from that dark. Thank you for dealing with me over here. You know what? Well, maybe we'll just roll with this. Kane's making one. She's going to make one or more depending on when the enemy hits us. And this is the last fight we're going to do. This is the last golden oldie fight. So let's just make sure that she gets the yellow she needs to start off with the fun stuff, right? Where's my Sanctum Sanctorum? Get over here. That's more yellow AP to start. You, we need more yellow. More cowbell. Where's... Oh, you're a villain. I forgot about that. It means vintage shield for you. The only time a villain can get yellow AP to start is with that vintage shield at rank 4. Give it. Okay? We have plenty of yellow AP opportunities. And let's just make sure it happens. 2 more boosted. We want that yellow to hit. Come here, golden oldie. We're trying this out. You're an experiment for us. Did you know that, golden oldie? Otherworld protector. Okay, so it's out there now. Deal damage equal to the total strength of friendly projectiles for each hit allies take while this tile's on the board. And while it's on the board, Captain Britain moves to the front whenever the enemy would deal damage. Period. Awesome. Good stuff, right? Right. So I guess give me that green. Up, doing damage, so come up with heroic defense. Kane does the unstable stuff right there. Now I could throw off damages right now, but that kind of, it'll destroy the point. We'll be destroying friendly projectiles, and that means Captain Britain can't do her thing. So just leave that alone right now. We can do Kane's, which lets us destroy a grid of tiles, deal damage to a random target, but we don't really need that small amount of damage that we're using him for right here. So we'll just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Let it do what it's going to do. Let it marinate for a while, right? Got rid of my heroic defense. How dare you? Like, no respect. Next match grants +1 AP and deals 120% more damage for each member of Excalibur or mutants on your team. Yeah, it's not really going to happen, but we'll take the extra AP. Thank you. Ooh, 22,000. She is not that high a level. 288 is what I have her at. And my other two are not that high a level either. And she still took all that projectile and said, yeah, you know what? Wham! Just like about half your health, golden oldie, because I said so. Because projectiles win. That's ridiculous. That was a good blammo. It really was. Let's do another heroic defense just in case she decides to hit me with something, you know, ouchie causing. Which is very possible. She is a level 8 boss after all. I'm just building up the defense. I need one more hit of yellow. She's going to keep taking that yellow though, isn't she? Oh, she took the blue. Okay, I gotta take this yellow, which means destroying a protect, but it's okay. Hark the herald. Angel sings. There we go. Heroic defense finishes off over there. Let's throw off an Otherworld Protector. This should be nice. We could do this to... I don't actually know if there's a +1 AP I want out of all this. Maybe I think I fired it off too prematurely. Oh well. Can't all be winners, right? So I'll take the team up. Yep, she's gonna fire off that ooh. Is she gonna kill Captain Britain with this? Deal damage to enemy team increased by 35% for each 2 AP drained, and she's draining 30 random AP. Ooh. She could kill us with that. Do you see that? There's enough for her to cast that, right? She only needs 6. She's going to drain 30. And 35% increase on that 4,500 for every 2 AP drained. And Captain Britain only has 10,000 on the health right now, and only 1,400 on the protection. So this is one of those times when you look at it, you do the math, you realize that she could do that, and so we should probably throw the damages at her, right? I feel like we have to do something. That's 13,000 right there. We almost have enough to do it again, but we don't have quite enough. This could be bad. Not much we can do about it, so let's throw this out here. See what happens. I feel like this whole build could work though if we like had a better health pool. We still have She-Hulk though, and we have some projectiles, so we should just damage her. Still worked. Captain Britain could be pretty beefy if we built her up though, huh? It was a good little science experiment there. A little petri dish going on. Okay, so if we build more projectiles, we could have more fun with that. If we really wanted to go all out, we could have took someone and replaced them, I don't know, She-Hulk maybe, and replaced them with Polaris and multiplied those projectiles ridiculously, right? There's other ways we could have went about it, but we're trying not to abuse Polaris every single nook and cranny chance we get, right? Anyways. Okay. Hey, thanks, Dark. I appreciate it, dude. Thanks. In the name of lab work, this is true. And she didn't die in vain. She did a big deal there. She showed how much damage she could do for not even being level 300. Captain Britain could be a beast. But anyways, that's Golden Oldie, Golden Gauntlet. We didn't use any 5s. We used a bunch of different ways of going about this. And this was just for funsy. This isn't just another one of my, like, hey, look what I can do sessions. This is just another, hey, let's have some fun with it. Thank you very much for joining me, everybody. And I mean everybody. It means you, John, Matt, the other John. There's 2 Johns over here on YouTube. There's Dark, and there's Mark, and I'm missing somebody. But thank you, everybody, for joining. I appreciate it. Have a good one. I'll see you all really soon. Later.